welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bond going to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tannehill. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So their defense gave up the opening drive touchdown, and now, Charles, they're going to look to work this ball down the field and get the equalizer.
Yeah, there's got to be a little bit of balance in how you're thinking and how you're approaching this game, because the way things go in the NFL today, that opening touchdown often changes your strategy. You feel like you have to match everything right here, right now. But I like the way they're being methodical on offense here on their first drive, hoping to get the equalizer, but not forcing anything.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Taking it about the 16. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Give to Cook out of the gun. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now Mond. Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mon looks to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Tannehill's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Mon caught on the slant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Panthers 9.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he
they're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Mond's throw taken in by Hockenson here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Right.
Here's Mond. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Room here to run. Touchdown, Carolina.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with the first. Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Mon now off of play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Returnable here from the 38. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Tannehill. For Marshall, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here's Tannehill now on second down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Bo Melton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Mons throw pulled in by Melton.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Bo Melton
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.